Welcome to Monthly Money, where we take a look at someone's past monthly spending and the income that came in and see how that all comes together to meet the future goals that they're trying to achieve. Today we are meeting with Preet. Preet, how old are you and where are you based out of?
I'm 22 years old and I'm from California.
Nice. What city out of California or area?
Riverside.
Riverside. Cool. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a software developer.
How much do you make a year?
Right now, like 113 base.
And then there's bonuses on that?
Yeah. So I had a sign-on bonus, and then like there are like annual performance bonuses and like stock stuff too.
What's the annual performance bonus?
Uh, so like I think it's like 8%. It looks like. Yeah.
Okay. And you said 133 base?
Or 113.
13. Okay. And what was that sign-on bonus?
It was 25 post tax or like pre-tax, sorry, but post tax it was only like 16 plus that was like my 40 hours of work week included in that 16,000 that I originally got.
That's still pretty sweet, though.
Okay. Yeah.
What are some of the financial goals that you're trying to achieve right now, and what are the roadblocks and barriers that are preventing you from getting there that I can help with?
I mean, right now I think my first goal is like 100K net worth, and then from there I do want to get a house and stuff, but roadblocks, I would say, I guess maybe not being completely ready for like budgeting, because I know like I'm gonna have to include a lot more stuff, which I've like set up certain like numbers here and there and stuff for like mortgage and all the other stuff, bills, food, and all that stuff. So because like right now in my situation, like I don't have to pay any bills or anything because I just live at home with my parents. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And how long do you want to live at home?
uh just it doesn't really matter for me. I just want to find a good point to get into the market because like market's been crazy recently. So
Sure. So checking account. Beginning balance 665, put in 7,328, taken out 6,593, $1,400 remaining. So let's see where that went. First deposits. Yep, payroll, and then looks like there's an education stipend potentially.
education. Oh no, that's I do tutoring on the side too. So
Oh, very cool. And how much does that bring in on a month?
I would say maybe like 200 around. I do part time there, so it's not really a lot.
And some Zells came in. Now out, you transferred 1,000 to savings. You paid off, or at least put towards a card, 170. Student loans put 373 to that. So curious, we're gonna take a look at that soon. 354 to Robinhood. Another 45 to Robinhood. Lots of Robinhoods all throughout here. Some Zells. You got some Zells. You're sending some Zells out. And another 373 for student loans. So that's within just a monthly basis. BlockFi, City card payment, and then another 1,000 to savings. I love seeing that money go to savings, and then the different brokerages. We'll have to take a look at those, and then there's a good amount going to student loans, which we'll also have to take a look at. Your pay, is it? It looks like every 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's biweekly.
Do you contribute a lot to like your 401k and stuff? Because this math isn't working out for your salary. I'm curious.
I'm contributing 10%, or it was 10%, and then I changed it to Roth 10% because I realized that I can actually contribute to a Roth instead.
That's awesome.
Originally, it was like pre-tax getting put in for that.
But after everything's said and done, I'm seeing like $63,000 a year after taxes and contributions.
Uh, yeah, about.
Okay.
I get like taxed like 41% plus. But also like that's just withholdings. I calculated it with like the actual tax brackets, and I should be getting a lot back in my tax return. So
Okay, cool. So that gets you 5,252 after everything. on a monthly basis. Let's look at your spending a little more. Credit card, new purchases of 334, payments 368. You never hold a balance, do you?
No.
Not that many purchases on here, actually. So Jack in the Box, 4 Jack in the Box, 5 Jack in the Box, 6 Jack in the Box. So it's the first time I've seen a big Jack in the Box thing. And then a massage. That was your most expensive payment at 132. And Subway and Arby's and a taco shop and Grubhub, Subway, and then the taco shop a couple more times. So not too many payments. It doesn't look like you spend too much money. I mean, $368 on a $113,000 base income or $5,252 after everything on a monthly basis. 368 is not a crazy percentage.
Yeah. Recently I kind of like have been cutting back some, but because I had to, because I've been dealing with some stomach problems. So like my diet changed a bit, but I have been recently going to Jack and stuff, which is not good. But it was getting kind of out of hand before. But yeah.
Yeah, it's 6%. It's 6% of your post-tax income that was being spent here, so it's really not crazy. So before we look at the debt, let's take a look at a couple things. So you have a health savings account, $1,590 in there. Okay, so whatever. Then you had 2 401ks, and you told me beforehand that one was rolled over. Which one was rolled?
The principal one was rolled over to the Fidelity.
Okay, cool. And the principal one looks like about 6,860 was rolled over into the Fidelity. The Fidelity before rollover was 3,950, and this is a 401k Roth base, correct?
Okay, so the principal one was Roth based, and then like what I was contributing to Fidelity, I didn't know what it was at first, and then I saw I could change my contribution stuff, so I literally recently changed it to Roth, but withholding even more from me, so it's like I'm seeing less of my check, but yeah, I just recently changed it to Roth contribution.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and there was an ending balance at the time of the statement of 3,956. The distribution, 88% within stock investments, 9 into bonds, and 3 in short-term investments, and the blended fund investments, Vanguard Target 2065 is what it's in. So, cool, good there. Should have done savings first, but let's take a look at the savings. Wow, $60,645. Where's this going to? My goodness, that's a lot.
So yeah, like I said before, I've been looking for a house. Like the past 2 years, I've actually been looking for a house, but I've been, priced out of the market or too many offers or all this stuff. So I've been sitting on cash for a little while here. So I'm just continuing accumulating more of it because I know I'm going to need that 6-month emergency fund. And then I do want to do some reno and then have to deal with obviously closing costs and stuff too. So kind of adds up.
Sure. And then looking forward, we'll circle back on that. But the Robinhood has a closing balance of $5,227. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is some Vanguard funds and S&P 500, Alphabet, Tesla. 75% is in the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. So okay, cool. I like what I'm seeing there. And then the TD Ameritrade. So this is another, let's see what you've done here. Current value, not too much, $1,102. Let's see what this is. This is split between a Vanguard blended market ETF and some Apple. Nothing too crazy there. And just a few other things. So what's the intention behind this and then the separate Robinhood? Why do you have 2 separate brokerages?
So I actually recently cleaned those out. I had more individual stocks here and there. So like at first I was thinking like TD Ameritrade, I could start only getting like index funds there. And then I would like for Robinhood, I would have like just individual stocks that I would like be getting. And then it kind of actually reversed. So I kind of had some, all right, it was kind of a mix for both. Like I had some ETFs, and then I had individual stocks in both. But I started selling them off because I lost a good amount through some of the stuff. Like at the peak, like I was up pretty high, like 80% or something. But I'm stupid and I didn't sell, so just lost a lot of it. So yeah.
So what we're seeing now with the TD and the Robinhood, is this pre or post uh, cleaning it out?
This is like more post cleaning it out because like I had like some bigger like shares for like Afria, which was like, or they converted to this other company, but it was like that kind of got wrecked for me. Like they were doing so good, and then like it just completely got.
But this money that's in there is in there currently.
Yeah. I sold out all like the individual stocks, and then I moved it to like ETFs and stuff right now.
Where do you want to buy a house? What town?
Uh, in like the in the county, of course. I'm thinking like the Hemet area because like that's like the most affordable area around here.
Oh wow, Hemet's in like the edge of nowhere.
Yeah, it's surrounded by like a bunch of stuff though.
The median listing home price in Hemet of 449. So we're just gonna say 450 for now. So I think what I would like to see is this. I don't think this is going to be that far off, really. How long has it taken you to get to the 60,000 and 5,227 and 1,102?
What? So what were the last two numbers? Oh, like
The two brokerages and your savings. How long has it taken to get there?
like the past like 3 years, I believe. Or it'll be faster now because I'm making more money and stuff. Like I started off with like a software engineer, like 70 grand for like a year, and then like I was saving a lot of that, and then so I can save more now. But
Well, here's the thing. You bring in $5,252 a month, and there's going to be bonuses and stuff like that. But that's what you bring in after taxes. You spend like $400 a month in total. Well, that was on the credit card. We still have one more thing to look at, but that's what was spent on your credit card, which is where your primary spending is. With that, even if we say 4,000,
I definitely spent on both credit cards though.
it was the CV. So there is that other credit card. Oh, I thought that was just the CV of the other one. Oh, what's the total spent on this? Because it's not saying on there. Looks like another 300 ish, 400.
Something like that, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Oh, I thought those were the same when I was taking a look at this. So there is more eating out like Pizza Hut. And then there's some Walmart, 7-Eleven. So this looks like gas and groceries and some DoorDash. Lots of 7-Elevens and Walmarts. So we probably spent like $1,000 a month. But still, that leaves you with like, we're going to round a little and be a little more. Say you sometimes spend a couple $100 more and say you have like $4,000 in cash afterwards. We still have one one more thing to look at, but oh, this isn't bad at all, dude. Okay. Well, again, we still have to look at the student loans, but like just before that, even if you spent $1,252 a month on essentially fun and a little necessities, there's not many necessities living at home, that gives you $4,000 a month to save. That's just slightly over 10 months until you have $110,000, which you put $90,000 down on the median listing price in that town. There will be some closing costs and fees. Then that'll probably give you like $15,000 in a baseline emergency fund, which you can build to $20,000 or $25,000 pretty quickly. But you can do that in 10 months from now. That's less than a year. That's incredible.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on putting like 20% down.
Why?
I was thinking about putting like 5% just at the start, and then
Why?
trying to do like the Burr method also. And then like right now, because with interest rates so high, like interest rates are going to come back down eventually. So like within a year or two, I'll just refinance, and then after doing renovations and all, and then like get that basically just pay that PMI for now, just so I can, save money off the down.
Then why aren't you just doing that right now?
Because I can't afford any of these houses. Like, if I calculate it PITI altogether, like 28% of that, 20%, 28% of my monthly income would be like around 1,300 or something like that.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying you can't afford the down payment. Yeah, correct. You are correct in that part of it, which we didn't even get to. Which means unless you buy in a cheaper area, you have to put more down. So I'm confused how you're trying to do this. What are you waiting for interest rates to go higher and higher and higher, making the monthly cost even worse? And
So yeah, that's true. I guess what I've been waiting for is like that market correction because prices are coming down and then interest rates are going up. But of course, yeah, it's going to cost still. So I guess I would need to put more down in order to make it affordable. Uh, yeah, that's true. But at the end of the day, I think I still want to wait a bit longer because just from all the news and like we're at peak housing prices and there's that correction coming, even though it's not going to be like a crash or anything, but like there's going to be some slight correction going on.
well, we're in the correction now, and who says how long it's going to last? What if it just ends? What if the correction ends tomorrow? It's been correcting for months and months and months. Literally, no one can predict. Actually, everyone can predict, but no one knows for certain what'll happen. That's why I don't like timing the market. The interest rates could continue to go up for the next year if inflation doesn't get under control, or all of a sudden the economy could collapse and inflation could, the economy collapse, inflation kind of stops, and the Fed just cuts interest rates again. And, right now the supply of homes is still drastically lower than the demand of homes. Construction is cutting back. It was the first industry to start cutting back this year, even though there's a massive demand for construction. There's so many things to take into consideration that I don't time the market. What I do instead of timing the market is hit homes that may meet a criteria of a good deal. That's what's most important when buying real estate, is getting something that's a good deal in the long term.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I guess I've been kind of waiting, and that's just not good in that kind of case of things. But yeah.
Well, waiting's fine. Waiting itself is not a bad thing. Waiting for a correction, waiting for the drop, I don't know. I know people in my life who have been waiting for a correction for since 2017, and if they bought then, even with the current dip we're having, their values would still be much higher then. There's always going to be people waiting for the dip. Just find a good deal. That's what's most important. So you have student loans, only $1,840 left. Is this still a thing, or is this paid off at this point?
It's still a thing right now. So because of like the Biden thing going on, I decided to just stop paying that. And then I actually got a refund back. So you can get a refund up to like 2020.
Yeah.
Which I paid like $15,000 within like the past 2 years. So I'm actually getting a refund back for that, and then I'm hoping to do the application because I did have like a Pell Grant, so I can get $20,000 forgiven. So I'm trying to get like the whole thing forgiven, and then just have that extra cash in my account. So.
Are any of the accounts we've taken a look at today reflecting that $15,000?
Like, has it received it? You saying?
Is that $15,000 in any of the accounts we've taken a look at today?
Oh, no, sorry. No, not yet.
Well, that would take you that would take you to that would take you to over $80,000 in savings if all of that, were to work out and everything. Why just and then if you're not willing to wait for 20%, and with that, you'll be to 20% in like 7 or 8 months. I don't see why you don't just do that anyway. Okay, I understand the BRRRR method. The BRRRR method has worked for a lot of people, and I really do like bigger pockets. But if you can afford 20% down, may as well do it. And if you want to do a cash out refinance later, feel free. if you properly do that and it's still meeting your return standards. Mine is a base level of 12% a year, but I don't know. There's a few ways you could go about it. A lot of smart people have done it very well, but you're right. The minimum monthly payments on this home loan will be pretty painful for your income, even though your income's high. So that's what's crazy. Maybe put down as much as you can. And if you're already willing to wait till you have 20%. I don't see why not.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of convincing me a little bit more to do that, honestly, because it sounds like I'd be fine either way from kind of how you're putting it.
You'll feel more comfortable too, which is always nice. Not that financial decisions should always be based on that, but it's certainly nice.
Right. Yeah, I just wanted to take advantage of like first home purchase. I could get like a lower down payment, and then from there on, I'll have to put 20% down. So it's like,
Any final thoughts?
uh, I honestly thought you were gonna say something about the savings account, and like, because it's not, I only have like 0.01% interest on that. And I've seen your recent videos, and you were talking about like you need to get like a high yield savings.
I mean, you can, but the fact is, if you're actually doing this home, this savings account is going to be gone, especially if you get the refund, is going to be gone within like 6 to 7 months. So,
okay.
And then, when you do have your emergency fund that you never touch, put it in like a 2%. Right now, we're seeing like 2% savings.
Yeah, I honestly thought I would get railed a little bit more about my spending, honestly, because I felt like my spending, like here and there, like I can go over budget a lot of the times. But right now, because I don't have to worry about bills and stuff like that, it doesn't really matter. But like when it comes to that point where I do have bills, I'm like, I really do need to be strict about my budget.
Yes, that's definitely true. I mean, again, I don't do one size fits all. It's situation to situation. You have no expenses in the world. So it's, when it comes to, I mean, you don't have any car loans, right? I didn't see anything. No. I mean, your food spending is 15%, or your fund spending. It wasn't, because there is some Walmart and stuff like that. All your spending is 15% of your post-tax. So.
Okay.
Let Neat know what you think about his financial situation in the comments below. And if you want to see things like this happen live, as well as talk with me on a daily basis and have a video chat once a week, feel free to join my private Discord linked in the description below. Shout out to my 4 Cups of Coffee supporters: Abdil Martinez, Mark, Josh Bennett, Clayton006, Tyler Chung, Drew Smith, Timothy Williams, Sam I Am, Jason Spriggs, Nicholas Daly, Tom L, Jay Freedom, and Hans. 8 Cups of Coffee supporters making the dream come true: Joseph Strickland, Anthony, an anonymous supporter, and Sam V03. Subscribe and stick around for more. Thanks.